Hello, my beautiful star, shining brightly as you are. My name is Be Positive Kay because I want you and I to be positive, Kay. Welcome back to another pick a card reading that I have here for you today. This is going to be your June predictions. So if you're feeling drawn to the love card or the illumination card, or even for both cards, find what resonates with you and we will get straight into your June predictions. Hello, my lovely pile ones that have chosen the love card. This is going to be your reading for your June predictions, so we're going to get straight into it. Your first card to start is Alert Intuition Growth Spurt. You are currently experiencing a general increase in your intuitive ability or gaining access to a new psychic pathway. Just like physical growth spurts you experienced in childhood, an intuition growth spurt may seem awkward or uncomfortable at first, but you'll soon adjust. Sensitivity exists on a spectrum, and yours has shifted. Okay, pile one. To start, your intuition is definitely going through a growth spurt. You are definitely gaining more of your intuitive abilities, or even just having, those gut intuitive feelings, the taking more of a risk of just listening to what your gut is telling you rather than what your mind is telling you. And you're going through this increase of just having that psychic ability of knowing what is good for you and what you know is bad for you, okay? So that's what you can experience, possibly more in the month of June for you, for your predictions. So experience more love. That could be the starting for you for your June predictions. More love is going to come into your life, but you're going to have more of an intuitive growth spurt and a kick into your intuitive abilities of knowing what is right and what is wrong for you, and having more trust in those knowings for yourself. Okay, we also have don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So this is asking you for your month of June. Don't try to dim in order to fit in, and actually ask yourself, how are you dimming your own light? What are you holding yourself back from, or feel that others are holding you back from, just because they have said something or done something in a way that makes you feel like you have to dim your own light in order to just fit into the mold, okay? We also have mirror. Who and what is triggering you? Okay, so that's another thing for what I was just saying, for you following for what someone else has said in order for you to dim your own light in order to fit into their mold. So who is triggering you and what is triggering you for whatever reasons in your month of June, pile one. So you need to maybe bring more love into the situation for what could be triggering you, and having more love for yourself and knowing that you don't have to dim your light in order to fit into any type of mold, any type of group, any person, place, or thing, So this is where that intuitive growth spurt's coming through for you, pile one, and knowing that it might feel awkward and uncomfortable at first, but you will adjust because your sensitivity is going to be pulling to you that knowing that you are dimming your light and you are being triggered. You are on that sensitive spectrum right now. Your sensitivity exists on a spectrum. So your sensitivity is probably on a higher level on the spectrum right now for you because of your intuitive growth spurt, because you are shifting to knowing what is meant for you and what you know, that you aren't going to keep dimming yourself down in order to fit in, and what you are going to keep being triggered by, or who is going to trigger you to taking away that love from you and taking away that knowing of what is meant for you. Okay, we also have some further messages. Just a few more, nothing too extreme here, you guys, okay? We also have gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. Okay, there you go, pile 1. You don't need someone else to fix you. You don't need someone else to tell you how you should be living or what you should be doing, what's triggering you or who's triggering you. This person, you don't need them to fix you. And you know that. You don't need someone else to have them fix you. You know that you have all the capability within yourself, that you can do your own fixing for your own life. So that's where it's like, I'm not going to dim my light in order to fit in, and I'm not going to try to mirror you, because I know that I'm being triggered this way and you could also be triggered this way. So I'm not going to continue down this path of what I know that someone might be doing in order to fix me or me to someone else. So there's that mirroring aspect too, is that you also could be triggered because you could have done some fixing in some type of way, or dims a light in some type of way. So this is where maybe bringing more love into the situation, more compassion and the kindness, and knowing the awareness for yourself in the month of June, that you're going through this intuitive growth spurt. You have more intuition of knowing that you could be doing something wrong and this person could be doing something wrong, as well as you know that you're doing something good and this person could be doing something good. It's that realization for yourself is what I'm feeling for you in your month of June. So this is your prediction that I'm feeling for you guys so far. And then we also have storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. So again, you guys could be going through something that is kind of shaking things up a bit. Maybe it's a little chaotic, maybe it is a little triggering, and maybe you have felt dimmed and been fitting into a mold more so than what you know for yourself that you are wanting and that you're meant for. You are bringing more love in for yourself as well as for the people around you, because that's what you're knowing that you're opening yourself up to again. You aren't going to keep dimming yourself down, and you aren't going to keep being triggered, because you know that you don't need someone else to fix you, that you are capable of trying to fix yourself. Okay? Because every hurricane comes to an end. So every storm, every hurricane, everything that you are going through that might feel triggering, that might be a little chaotic and everything in this month for you in June, I'm definitely feeling the sense of coming to an understanding that this is no longer what you're meant for in this hurricane. It's coming to an end. The storm's coming to an end. You're understanding that you don't need someone else to fix you, and that you're bringing more love into the situation for yourself, and taking this new leap to knowing that you are definitely meant for something more than what you're settling for. And then we also have energy work. So some self-care for yourself in the month of June. You could do some energy work, working on maybe healing your chakras. Maybe some of you could have an alignment towards that in that area. If you do feel drawn towards doing chakra work, energy work, then definitely this is your call for you in the month of June, to really try to center yourself, center the energies, and align yourself again to what you know that is meant for you. You have this intuition, the intuitive pull, your intuitive pull to doing something different, to not fitting in the mold, to not feeling triggered. And that's how the energy work will help you through this month of June, as well as flow like water. So again, let things flow, let the energies flow, let things go through and be the way that they need to, and not the way that you think it should fit into the mold. Don't be like that, in that way where you have to fit into mold and fit into what you think you should be doing with those other groups or however else. It's flowing to what you know, okay? Flowing like water to doing what you know that is making it just easy and natural for you, okay? I do have the sense too, who and what is triggering you. Flow like water. It's showing water here because it's a trigger for you, and you have to let it flow. Don't let it trigger you, but let it flow through, and understand that yes, this could be a trigger for yourself, but you don't have to let it keep triggering you. And doing that energy work and letting it flow will help you to aligning with what you know. Okay, and we also have 2 final messages here to end your reading for your June predictions. Pile 1, we have discover, spot new opportunities. Okay, as well as full moon, protect your energy and hold your stars close. So again, for yourself, you know what is meant for you. You know what you want, what you don't want. You are letting things into your life flow, and you know that you are in control of what you want to do, that someone else can't fix you. You are in that control and capability to fix yourself. Spot the new opportunities. Discover. Find the new discoveries for yourself. Full moon, protect your energy and hold your stars close. Hold your energy close. Hold and protect your energy. Take back your energy. Know that you are capable of doing anything and everything you set your mind to. You can bring love into the situation. You can let things flow. You don't have to dim to fit in. And you don't have to even mirror someone else. Okay, pile 1? This is the reading that I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope that it resonated with you. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I hope to see you again in my next reading. As always, much love. Hello, my lovely pile 2s that have chosen the illumination card. This is going to be your reading on your June prediction. So we're just going to jump right into it. Your first card, glimpse the horizon. Occasionally your sixth sense will strike like lightning on a dark night, briefly illuminating. Illuminating. That's so funny. I'm sorry. I just had to point that out. I just randomly shuffle these cards off of camera for you guys. I don't pick them in advance. I don't take them out and it just, however the cards shuffle out for me is how they shuffle out, and this is how it happens. So I love the coincidences. Okay, so getting right back into it. Illuminating the distant horizon. A hint about what's possible many months or years from now. Set your internal compass by this flash of insight while focusing on the path directly under your feet. Nurture the future by taking thoughtful actions today. Ooh, okay. I love that. Glimpse the horizon. Illumination is really having you briefly illuminating the distant horizon. It's wanting you to have that hint of the possibilities of what could possibly happen for you months and years from now. And you could have that lightning, strike for yourself. That strike of lightning that just hits you, and then you're just like, whoa, why did I just all of a sudden think of this image of myself here in this place at this time frame, at this time of day or whatever kind of thing. However it happens, that strike of lightning. And it just happens to have you illuminating whatever vision that you have created, because something far greater and bigger out there for yourself is trying to show you something. And you just have to take those actions for yourself today in order to get to that horizon. Okay? Oh, I love that. So your June predictions are really telling you to really illuminate, set yourself in that goal of what vision you have, and really take the step, the steps and actions to really make that vision come to fruition for you. Okay? We also have the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Okay, as well as boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay, so that's where you could be clinging on to something, so you need to set better boundaries for yourself to envision whatever you're trying to see for yourself, what that vision holds, you have to set those boundaries, okay? What are you clinging on to that you need to let go in order to set those boundaries, in order to keep going down that path, to take the necessary actions in order to nurture that vision, right? Pile 2, you have to have that illumination for yourself, that vision for yourself. That glimpse in the horizon for you is that vision that you're holding for you. So your month of June predictions is really telling you that you have to let go of whatever you're clinging on to. Stop holding on to it, because it is the crumbling. It's what's holding you back. It's coming to a crumble, coming to basically like that avalanche kind of feeling. It's like it's coming down. It's coming down, and it's no stopping it. So you have to be able to stop holding on to it in order for that to, not happen, that avalanche to not come crumbling down. And setting those boundaries, what do you need to establish better boundaries around, is for you to know and establish, to understand for yourself. But you have to be able to know, okay, this is what I'm holding on to. This is what I'm clinging on to. I need to establish the better boundaries to not hold on to this anymore, because it's not serving me in the ways and where this vision that I'm envisioning for myself in my future is where it's going to lead me. If I keep holding on to this and clinging on to this, then I'm not going to be getting towards that vision. I'm not going to be, any closer to that glimpse on the horizon. I'm just going to be just seeing that glimpse on the horizon, because I'm still clinging on to whatever that's holding me from that path that is illuminated for me. What do I need to establish better boundaries around? That is for you to decide, pile 2. Getting further into your reading here, we have here nostalgia. Focus on the here and now, and homeward. Take yourself out on a date. So maybe you need to really let go of the past. What are you clinging on to? You're holding on to something from a nostalgic point of view. Something that just feels so comforting, and that you just, that nostalgia, that feeling of I wish I was there again kind of thing. That thoughtful, dreamy kind of daydream land, la la land, however you want to consider it, or whatever, this nostalgia of wishing and wanting something. Maybe it's not even your past, but it could be the clinging on to that vision, that glimpse on the horizon, that vision that you are wanting right now, but you're clinging on to it so tightly that it's not even going to come to fruition for you, because you're not even taking the necessary steps, the thoughtful actions today, in order to achieve that vision that you set for yourself. Focus on the here and now. What is it that you can do here and now in order to take those steps, in order to achieve that vision? Take yourself out on a date. Make yourself feel that love. Illuminate to yourself what you could possibly feel for your future. If you can even think of it in the terms of, just as an example, like you have that glimpse on the horizon, and you have that brief illuminating vision where you see yourself out on a vacation somewhere, and you're just by yourself. That's the only vision that you have. You're just by yourself. You don't see anybody, no loved ones, no kids, whatever the case may be. You just see yourself. That is what could be your own vision of you taking yourself out on a date, you doing your own things by yourself, solo trips for yourself, solo dates for yourself, because you know that you can do these things for you, that you have this love for you, this capability for yourself. What is it that you could be doing in order to gain that vision, to go towards to that main end goal, right? Take yourself out on a date and really focus on the here and now, to really envisioning where you need to set those better boundaries for yourself, to taking the actions that you need to take in order to nurture your own future. What are you clinging on to that you need to let go of? Pile 2. Oh, I love this so much for you. You have also use your hands. In the month of June, maybe you're feeling called to use your hands more, as well as abundance planning. This is another thing for you too, as well as like that vision that you are envisioning, that illuminating vision that keeps, you know, peeking over in the distant horizon for you, that glimpse in the horizon that you're just like, oh, well, I'm going to be getting this much money. I need to do this. I need to, you know, plan for this. I need to plan for that. I need a budget for this, budget for that kind of thing. Use your hands how you need to in order to, you know, just another thing that came to me is just like maybe some of you have the pull towards a business of something, using your hands for something. That just is another message that I just got. So maybe in your month of June you're going to be establishing like a business plan for yourself. That could be within the abundance planning, as well as using your hands, something that you do with your hands. But again, what you're feeling called to using your hands for, use whatever you have in your vision, that you have that illumination that you are creating in your head, that vision that you're creating in your head, to focus on the here and now, yes, but don't lose that vision, is what it's also saying. Don't lose that vision, okay? We have 2 final messages here for you, pile 2, to end your reading. We have North Star, hold your ground and shine bright and unwavering. There you go. You have to keep holding your ground. Stop clinging on to the past. Stop clinging on to that future. Stop clinging on to anything that isn't going to bring you to that goal, that vision. Hold your ground and shine bright and unwavering. Know that you're moving towards whatever you need to establish better boundaries around, and you are getting to that vision. Okay, pile 2? I love that. And we also have your final message, eternity. Give yourself permission to slow down. Yeah, slow down. Don't feel like you have to have it right here, right now, pile 2. Okay, that's where it's focused on the here and now. Give yourself the permission to slow down, focus on the here and now. Take yourself on a date, you know, do whatever planning that you need to, and establish the better boundaries that you need to establish for yourself in order for that vision to come to fruition. Okay? This is the message and this is the reading that I have for you, pile 2. I hope that you enjoyed this reading and I hope that it resonated with you. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I hope to see you again in my next reading. As always, much love.